Hello, lovelies. We have gone through the series of looking at some types of functions. We've considered injective functions. We've also considered surjective functions. My name is Nana Yawedu, and you can call me Sir Nana. Remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get all videos on time. In this lesson, we want to look at inverse of a function. And we want to recap our minds on injective function and surjective functions. So imagine being in school the first time in Form 1, and after your orientation, each student is assigned to a unique ID number, right? So that unique ID number is what you are assigned to as a student. Now, this type of unique ID being given to every student, or probably with your phone, there's a fingerprint, right? So every fingerprint is unique, and no two fingerprints are the same. So these examples are examples of functions that can be both injective, which is one-to-one, and surjective, which is onto. And we call these type of functions as bijective functions. And for bijective functions, they have unique inverses. So we want to look at the inverses of a function. Now let's consider this example of a model, and we'll use that to be able to have a very real world understanding of what an inverse is. So it says that a plumber charges a fixed call out fee plus an hour rate, right, or an hourly rate. Now his fixed fee call out fee is 50 Ghana cedis, and hourly he charges 80 Ghana cedis per hour. Now, how can we model how much it will cost to hire the plumber for a certain number of hours? So we want to probably write a function for what the plumber charges, right? And then they are asking this question: if the plumber works for 3 hours, right? The total bill was 370 cedis. For how long did the plumber work, right? So we want to look at these kind of things. So let's consider these in relation to being able to identify how we can find an inverse. So the question gave us a fixed fee, right? So a plumber, right? So we have a plumber, and then there is a fixed fee, right? That fixed fee is 50 Ghana cedis, right? And then we have an hourly fee, which is 80 Ghana cedis per hour, right? So we can model this function by writing a function f of h, right? So a function in relation to the r, which is equal to the fixed fee here is 50 Ghana cedis, right? So the fixed fee is 50, and then an additional 80 Ghana cedis per hour. So this basically is the function that the plumber is using at his company. You see how practical functions are in our real life. So when you are working, you can model the amount of money you take per hour based on functions, right? Or probably if I'm to teach you online, and I would have to take an amount of money per hour and probably add other things, I could be able to model that based on functions. Now, they are asking us is that if the plumber works for 3 hours, right? So the number of hours is 3. So it means that h is equal to 3. Then what would be the function f of h? So that implies that for f of h, right, it means that we are going to have 50 plus 80 multiplying the number of hours, which is 3, right? So that means that f of h for that particular 3 hours will be 50 plus 80 multiplying 3 will give us 240, right? 240, right? And then it means that f of h, which is what he is going to charge, will be 50 plus 240, which gives us 290. So this implies that the plumber in 3 hours will charge 290 Ghana cedis, right? Because the fixed fee is 50 cedis, and then he charges 80 cedis per every hour, and you have hired him for 3 hours. So in 3 hours, you have to pay 290 Ghana cedis. Now, the question 3 is asking us the total bill, right, was 370 Ghana cedis. For how long did the plumber work? So we see that the function is f of h is equal to 50 plus 80h. Now it means that now our f of h, right, our f of h is equal to 370, right? So it means that you are now looking at how much a person is charging, and you want to look at the number of hours the person will work. This is what we call inverse, right? So if you have 370, right, we want to make h the subject, so we are going to have 50 plus 80h, right, and that is going to give us 370 minus 50 to be equal to 80h. They are going to have 320 is equal to 80h, right? So it means that we divide both sides by the coefficient of the h, which is 80, and that gives us our h to be equal to what? 4, because 320 divided by 80 gives us 4. So inverse is just looking at finding the other part of the function, right, when the y part of the function is given. So in this case, we are finding the h, right, when they are giving us f of h. So this is the inverse of the relation we looked at earlier, where they have given us the number of hours and we have to find the cost of the plumber's charge, right? So inverse is just looking at the unique identity that is different to something that we have already, right? Or that is the opposite of something that we have already. So we have been able to look at a real application of inverse, how inverse is used in our applications, right? And in this lesson, we have considered how inverse is important in our daily life. In our next lesson, we want to consider how we can find the inverse of a function. Remember to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon.